guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Hump day.
All right, lesson 24 here, people. All right, let me get the pen working here. Okay, we're set to go. Okay, so we're talking about percent here, and the big thing about percent is always, and I do stress always, all right, out of 100. All right, so that's the main thing that we're keeping in mind. So what makes this problem very nice here is if we count up all the squares, it is a 10 by 10, which means there are 100 boxes. So because we're already out of 100, it makes the percent, well, rather nice to calculate. So we got Rob's Fruit Farm here is on 100 acres, all right, on which 3 different types of apples grow. On 25 of the acres, all right, we've got the Empire apples there. Okay, so I'm going to use a dot for my Empire apples, excuse me. So we got 25 acres there, so that means 25 dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 10 per row here. All right, that makes now 20, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, 30% of the farm, all right, is McIntosh apples there, all right. So for the McIntosh, I'm going to use an X in there. So now I've got 30 of them there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? We're going to make our life a lot easier there, huh? 30. Big X there. All right. All right. And then the last part there says the remainder is the Fuji apples. All right. Shaded in the grid below to represent the portion of the farm to each type that occupies there. Okay. For the Fuji ones, I'm going to just use a blank there. So maybe this will help out a little bit more. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's kind of messy too. Okay, we can work with it. Okay, so part to whole ratio. So what part has the dots in there? Well, there were 25 of them. What's the whole amount? Well, there was 100. All right. The McIntosh had the X's there. There were 30 of them with it. That's the part. And there was a total of 100 acres we were dealing with there. And the Fuji ones there, all right, so I got 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 45. So the 45 is the part. The 100 is the whole amount that we are dealing with. So the main thing here is part to whole. And again, ratio is the percent, excuse me, is always going to be out of the 100. So if I am looking for percent here, 25% was covered. And then here, 30% was covered. And here, 45% was covered. So again, percents and being out of 100. All right, so we're going to skip on down here, motoring along here. We're going to do something like this. All right, so we're just going to work on picture C, and what they want to know is what percent is being modeled in each picture. They want to just write an answer as a decimal, a fraction, and a percent. Okay, so percent-wise first. The percent is nice because, again, we are out of 100. So if we count how many we've got 10 there, and I got 2 there, and 2 more, and 4 more, and 2 more, and 6 more, and 2 more, and 8 more, and 2 more, and 10 more. Okay, so if I add up all those ones that have been shaded there. Okay, so I got 10, I got 20, all right, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. See how I'm kind of grouping all the like ones together? 30 and 10 make 34. All right, and then I've got 8 that are left over, which gives me 42. Now, I'll be honest with you there, people. I don't think I really added that one up correctly here. What do you think? Did you find where I made a mistake? Yeah, I missed out on my 6 there, all right? So, yeah, woo! So 6 more, that makes 48. 48 have been shaded. So, as a percent, since it's out of 100, my percent is 48%. As simple as that. As a fraction, well, let's think about it. It was out of 100, so 48 out of the 100. All right, and as a decimal, well, think about how we say this, 48 hundredths, 48 hundredths. Oh, that means the number 48, I'm in the tens, I am in the hundreds position. So all 3 of these guys like to play together, the fractions, the decimals, and the percents, and that's where we're going to kind of be spending our time as we're looking at it. So we want to start filling in a table. So if the percentage is 6, all right, the fraction, all right, well, fraction, percent's always out of, Yeah, it's out of 100 there. So it's 6 over the 100 that we've got. The decimal here, all right, well, let's say it's 600. 600. So that is a decimal point, that is a 0, and then that is a 6. So that's how we would say 600. So again, yeah, we're just kind of rewriting them there. Model-wise here, we're not going to get too involved with it because what I'd have to do is I'd have to draw out 100 boxes and shade in 6. You know what? I'm not really into that, so we're not going to do that one. All right, so let's go after this guy, the 60%. All right, so 60% here. Okay, so percent. Percent's always out of? Yeah, 100. So let's put our 60, let's put it over, and let's put it our 100 that we've got there. So 60 over 100. Decimal, how do we say that? 60 hundredths. All right, so a decimal, and then a 6, and then a 0 there. So there's your 60 hundredths. Now, the ratio, all right, 16, we've already got there's a fraction, so we're not really going to worry about the ratio column at all. But now let's look at the model, all right? And we might think of this and like, oh my goodness, 100 of them. Mr. Savage, you just told me we're not going to do 100 of them. And I agree with you, we're not. But we can simplify, can't we? All right. Yeah, 60 hundredths simplifies all the way down to 6/10. All right. And then you might go, wait a second, that even simplifies down to 3/5. So when we look at this, I could actually end up shading in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then shade in 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. That would be my model there for it. What do you think? All right, yeah. So again, model-wise here, you're right. We don't want to do 100, so simplifying makes it nicer. So if I go back up to here, I could actually simplify this down to 3/50ths. Well, that's still 50 of them. That's way too many. So, all right. So that's what we got here. We got 600%. So let's go back to the percent. Okay. Percent's always out of? Yeah, 100. So 600 over the 100 there. All right, there's your fraction. As a decimal, now, if we simplify this, and if we say, it actually comes out to be a whole number. So a whole number is a decimal. So that is just a 6 that's there. Technically, there is a decimal to the right there, but since it's a whole number, we don't fill it in. And then, so for your model there, we'd actually use 6 whole pieces. Notice they're not all connected together, so that would make 6 whole ones that are there. So, again, the models there, we're going to use them a little bit more as we kind of move forward, but we're more concerned about this whole percent and decimal and fraction business. All right, so 32%, really, let's change it to a fraction. So it's 32 out of 100, yeah, okay. And then we want it as a decimal, so 32 hundredths. Okay, so 32 with your hundredths. That's it, people. That is it. Now, here they gave me the 50. Ooh, how do you say that again? They gave me what? 55 hundredths. Yes. So, oh my goodness, I can write as 55 over 100. Now, that's got me rather excited here about the percent because, oh, it's out of 100. And so since it's already out of 100, my percent is simply 55% there. All right. Well, yeah, some people might call it kind of basic there. But yeah, so let's kind of bounce around a little bit. Okay, so now I got 9/10. Did I just give it away there? Did I just? Yeah, I did. 9/10. 9/10. There we are. We've got it there. All right. So what we're dealing with here is now we want the percent. Now percent's always out of what? It's out of, yeah, it's out of 100. So if I'm out of 10, all right, but I want to get it out of 100, well, what do you multiply by? How about a 10, right? So it's 9 times 10? 90, yeah, so it is a 90%. All right, so this is how we kind of switch things up a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going on here. So what we want to be watching for, let me see what else we've got hanging out down here. Let's see. I'm not worried about that one. Yeah, so that's good there. So the main thing here is percents out of 100. Okay, we do have to worry about how we say our decimals. Okay, and then the other thing we've got to make sure that we're doing here is